guys, it is Saturday morning. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, hi, my name is Melanie. I do lifestyle and career content on YouTube. If that is your thing, feel free to join the family by clicking that subscribe button and the bell notification so you're never missing another upload with me. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So it is Saturday. It is exactly, what's today's date? I don't even know what today's date is. It is Saturday, May 17th. It is finally the weekend. I actually tried to film a vlog this past week and I was looking back at the footage this morning and I got no footage this week because I swear, like, Wednesday to Friday, I was so busy with work stuff, which is like, you know, work is kind of like my first priority during the week because obviously it provides my income. I was like, wait a minute, like, I don't know if this week was the best week to film. I was trying to do a couple of days in the life, just didn't work out that way. And I honestly kind of spiraled yesterday. I was literally glued to this desk for probably like 9 to 10 hours, like not getting up. Like I would get up to go to the bathroom and stuff, obviously, but like I was glued to my desk yesterday. I didn't even take a lunch break, didn't even eat lunch, which is like not healthy. But so sitting in this office right now is giving me kind of PTSD, but I am going to clean up this office today. I'm going to clean up around the house today. I'm trying to have a slow morning. It's currently 11:18 in the morning. I woke up around, I want to say, I think like 9, and I'm just trying to have kind of like a really chill morning. I didn't even go to the gym. I do have a nail appointment today at 2:45 at a new nail salon here in Charlotte. If they do a good job, I will definitely share the details with you, but I am trying them out for the very first time. I do like this nail salon and the fact that you can do like online appointments. That my old nail salon that I used to go to for like 3 years straight, you had to call them and sometimes they wouldn't pick up the phone, so it was hard. You had to call back like multiple times to get like an appointment. This is so much more of a cleaner process when it comes to making an appointment. It was so seamless. So already like a 5-star experience, but we'll see what the end results are. This morning, basically just gonna get the house in order, like get to things that I just didn't get to this week. Derek was also traveling all week. So during those weeks when Derek's traveling, I'm kind of trying to hold the house down a little bit. And sometimes things just get a bit messier when you don't have someone else helping you. So definitely gonna focus on like my office space first because this is gonna need to be cleaned by Monday. I'm trying to like start something new where I do like an office refresh every weekend just to like clean things up. I have a bunch of papers on my desk. You guys can't see that right now, but I kind of just want to make this room more homey. I'm also thinking about getting some kind of like lounger chair for like the corner where like the windows are right here to just like have like a little like reading nook. And then I think I'm gonna move this desk to the other side of the room to face the door, and it's gonna be facing the TV too. So I kind of want this little like corner to be kind of like a little bit of a nook. So I think that's what I'm gonna be going for. I don't think I've shared this on this vlog before, but we do have some noisy neighbors that live across the street from us, and the only room in the house where you can't hear the bass of their music is this room. Ironically, it's my office. So I know that you can't always control like the noise levels and stuff, especially during the day, because like there are like city noise ordinances, but they're kind of like a gray area. And to be honest with you, I kind of try to deal with it before I go to the next step of like saying something. I also don't really know our neighbors across the street, and I really don't care to know our neighbors across the street. We kind of live in like I wouldn't say it's a sketchy area, but it's definitely being built up right now. So it's kind of like an intermix of characters in this neighborhood. So you never know. And we don't really have anyone around that we like trust or know very well. So I try to always be kind of cautious, especially when I'm here alone. So I really would love to get like a lounger in this room. So if that does happen, I can just come in here, watch TV, like watch a movie, like with the dogs and stuff, and like not have to deal with like the noise. I don't know. I get very like overstimulated with like bass noise. I don't know what it is, especially when I'm trying to like work and stuff. I don't know, but it is what it is. And this is just like just our living situation for now. It's not like a forever thing, but definitely something to keep in mind when we start looking at new houses, like what kind of neighborhood we are moving into. So yeah, but I'm gonna stop chatting. We're gonna get into today's vlog. I'm just gonna be planning out some content stuff today. I'm also just gonna be planning out some personal admin things like bills, stuff that I need to organize, budget stuff. So I'm probably gonna get a little refill on my coffee. I don't know what it was about today's coffee, but it was so good today. It's not always this good, but I think it's just extra good. I was actually planning originally going to the coffee shop. I want to try this new, it's not new, but it has like really good reviews. I think it's called Stable Hand. It's right off South Boulevard. Yeah, Stable Ham. It's if you're in the Charlotte area, it's off Remount Road. Okay, so I'm downstairs. I'm cleaning the kitchen area. Like I'm just like vacuuming and stuff. And I was like vacuuming around like the dog's like water and food bowl, and I found this huge spider. I thought it was like a stink bug that was dead. It was still alive. It like was like crumpled up like it was scared. It was acting dead, and then like all of a sudden it like expands itself, and it was huge. I had to kill it. I'm so sorry. Like definitely dead. It's like right there. It was in water. That's why it looks wet. But if I find like a little spider that's like that isn't like hurting anyone, it's just kind of like there and it's kind of like out of sight, I usually just leave them there because they kill bugs and stuff, especially if it's in the closet or something. I'll just like leave it where it's at because it's not bothering anyone, and it actually helps like with the insect population, especially if you get ants and stuff in the house or like centipedes. It'll help with that, even though I think like house centipedes technically eat spiders, so I don't know how that works. But yeah, that was kind of surprising. But I did an initial vacuum of the downstairs. I don't know if you guys can see my cat. He's like right here. He's just like sitting in the corner of the couch. But I'm gonna go ahead and go through the freezer, the fridge, and see what's in the pantry that I can make meals with this week. I think I'm gonna do the meal thing first to see what I can make this week and then write it down in my phone. And yeah, so we'll get like the grocery list or like a very preliminary grocery list in my phone so we can go grocery shopping tomorrow. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. But yeah, just thought I'd share that little story, little surprise, little creepy crawler surprise as I was cleaning. We are getting ready to go to the movies. We are gonna go see Hurry Up Tomorrow. We are also going to see The Weeknd live later this summer, so I'm super excited about that. But I'm doing some quick makeup. It is 6:51. We have to leave here in about 9 minutes. I wanted to talk to you guys about the nail salon because if you can see, I think I put some clips in here too. She did such a good job, and honestly, I didn't get a video of the entire salon, but it is so freaking cute. And it was like really quiet, I think because the PGA Tour is going on today. So like, you can't, like not a lot of people are like out and about today because they're at the golf tournament here in Charlotte. But she did such a good job. I like tipped her over 20% because I was like, she did so good. And like, honestly, if you do a good job, like I'll tip whatever. I love how they also, when they do dip, they are like very conscious about like sanitation instead of using like dipping your finger in like the big tub, which I have definitely been to salons that do that. She poured it out into like a separate little container and then like used a spoon to like put the dip on my nail. She did such a good job though. I don't know what the color is, but they also, when you go there, they also put under your profile, like you come back and stuff, they'll put like the colors that you've gotten in the past in case you like forget and you want to do it again. They have it in their little like, I guess like it's like your color safe. Like they keep a record of everything, which is so nice because there's been so many times where like, or even if like your nails chip, because they guarantee it basically for like up to 2 weeks, and they'll know if like your nails chipping, you have to come back in to get it repaired. They'll know like what number color that you need to get. Cause it's definitely happened to me. Like I've been to salons where like they guarantee it for 2 weeks, but they don't keep track of like what color you did. So I really like it. I made another appointment for 3 weeks from now, but I will put it right here. And if you're in the Charlotte area and you're looking for a new nail salon to go to, definitely go to Kept & Co. and go see, I think her name was like Kaya, I want to say. I think it's Kaya. She did such a good job, and yeah, she did amazing. And she was so sweet and down to earth and just like makes you feel comfortable. So I was so happy about that. But yeah, 10 out of 10, love the experience. And the prices aren't that bad. So the prices are pretty like in line with like other nail salons here in Charlotte, but I definitely felt like very welcome at this nail salon, whereas like in the past other nail salons have not been like that. So definitely highly recommend if you're in the area and you're looking for a new nail salon to check them out, because I will definitely be back. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish up getting ready here, and then we're gonna head to the movies, and I think gonna pick up some really quick dinner on the way there.
Just wait, I'm quicker than you.
Okay, so it is the next day. It is Sunday. I am gonna go ahead and going to grill some chicken out on the Traeger. I just fired the Traeger up, so that's outside. But we're gonna make like a Mexican kind of chicken to do like Mexican bowls this week. And I'm also gonna be grilling some corn and doing like an elote corn mixture to put on those chicken Mexi bowls type deal. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And then I'm also gonna save some of these chicken breasts for, I'm gonna make like a chicken sketty later on this week, I think. So I'm gonna keep like a couple, like 2 or 3 breasts for that. And then we also have like a bunch of steak left in the fridge from last week that we're gonna use up in meals for this week. So mostly just like kind of like Mexican inspired bowls for meals this week, which is fine and it's easy to do. So we're gonna be doing that. Okay, so we have our Mexican chicken in here. So I'm gonna just wait for the Traeger to finish, you know, warming up, and then we will take this outside and start grilling it. And then along with that, I will take the corn out as well. It's already husked. So just like 5 ears of corn. So basically what I'm gonna do with this is I'm just gonna grill it, and then once it's done grilling, I will like shuck the corn off of it and then do like my little elote type dip mixture, and then just store that separately from like the chicken. Basically what I'm going for, I'm not trying to meal prep meals today. It's more so just trying to meal prep the ingredients for the meals. So like the rice, which I'm actually kind of considering not doing the rice because I honestly hate like refrigerated rice and having to heat it back up. I'd rather just have like fresh rice, but I'm still kind of debating on that one. And then obviously the chicken will be done. And then I'm saving, like I said before, I'm saving a couple breasts of chicken because we're gonna make chicken sketty later on this week. So that's something that I don't really need to like meal prep because it's like a 30-minute like put together, cook it type thing. And then also another thing I'm prepping is sweet potatoes. I'm just gonna do those in the oven here. I was just planning on having these with like either chicken or the steak that's in the fridge. They're really easy. I basically just cut them in half. I'll show you guys what I do with them, but I cut them in half. I put like avocado oil all over them and I face them down. The halves, I face them downward. What happens when they're in the oven, when they're face downward, is like the natural syrups and sweetener in the sweet potato starts to kind of caramelize. And it makes for like a really, really good product when it's done baking. And it takes probably about like 40 minutes to do everything, but these are really good at prep. I throw them in like a container like this when I'm done, and we just basically eat at them all week. I'll probably honestly put this with my Mexican bowls. I know like sweet potatoes really aren't part of like a Mexican cuisine, but I think these would be really good with the Mexican bowls. So I'm gonna do that. That's basically, I know like this is like kind of like more of a boring meal prep, but basically just prepping the ingredients ahead of time. All we have to do is put the stuff together, microwave it, and then like eat it, and like that's it. And I'm hoping it makes just this week a little bit easier for me. Especially because like I really do enjoy cooking, and I do enjoy cooking on weeknights. It's just like after working like a full 9-hour, 8-hour day, it's really hard to find the energy to cook, clean, and do dishes. Obviously Derek does his best to help me with all that stuff, but you know, obviously sometimes it takes more time to have 2 people doing something than just if one person was doing it. So hopefully this helps this week. We'll see. I will report back, but this is what I'm going to try to start implementing on Sundays, is like a little bit of like meal prep of ingredients for the, you know, dinners for the lunches for the week. And we'll eat this stuff for lunch and dinner. So just realized that I have some bananas that I don't really want to go to waste. And since I am kind of like meal prepping for the week, I kind of want to make a couple loaves of banana bread. So first things first, we're gonna do the first loaf. The first loaf I'm gonna make with 3 bananas. Obviously this works better if you have pretty ripe bananas. You can also put them in the fridge if they're not like to your liking. Oops, that split in half. But I like to use like semi-ripe bananas, like, but honestly, if they're super mushy, like the better, but you can still make them when they're like this for sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 in this bowl and just mash those up.